Why add additional media to your aquaponics grow bed or planter bed, whichever you call it? Hi everybody. Welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. I nearly fall a while ago, so I say, oh, help. Alright, so today we're looking at why would you need to add more uh, media to your planter bed. Now, back up a little bit. So I have two media within my system. I have this in which I bought at the land store, garden store, right? It's very light. And I also have construction gravel from the back of my yard. Okay, now I live in the tropics, and in the tropics, you have what you call dry season and wet season. Now we are heading into the middle of hurricane season in Jamaica, which is typically the wet season, right? I am not sure when this video will be shared, because a lot of video I have done on my aquaponics system. And so why would I need to add more planter media to my system? Okay, now your aquaponics system is unique in that it actually channels water. Well, the pump channels water within your grow bed, and your grow bed facilitate the plants that are grown in it. Well, in this circumstance, these are my lettuce. They might not look all that hot, but they taste really good. Alright, so as you can see, backing up a little bit, I planted some seeds here a few weeks ago, and I was telling you that I am not sure if they would come, right? Yeah, they are here, and they are growing, regardless of how the space might look, as if it have a lot of water and stuff. It's getting there. Alright, so why would I need to add more material? Now, I live in the tropics, and in the tropics you have what you call mosquitoes, and mosquitoes like to lay eggs in spaces where there are puddle of not fresh water, but water that is free of chlorine, water what you call stale water. In my line of my hobby line, I should say, I do aquaponics and fish keeping. So they are a lot as far as my hobby concerned. They are a lot around me. I have to be managing the the what I call it now, the incubation of mosquito eggs. And one of the best way to do that within your aquaponic system, yes, it can happen within your aquaponic system, is to ensure that you fill up all those puddles that you identify within your pond. Fill up all those puddles of water that is seemingly stagnant within your system. Just use some planter media to make all those puddles like disappear. Alright, when you do that, what it does, it limits the spaces in which the mosquitoes have to actually lay their eggs, because with mosquitoes it comes pests, biting you, transmission of disease. You don't want that. Alright, also, right, it kind of, in some sense, it exposes the root. That's the water. When water is running on a particular space for a long time, especially like where I planted my seeds in, I just drop the seeds in the creases of the media. You find that the plants will just grow seeds going down, yes, but the seeds might go down a little slower than how the plants are coming up. And so you find that the anchoring of the seeds are a little bit, slow. The anchor that you want. So as to encourage strong anchorage of your plants, you can actually place additional planter media around the plant. Be careful not to stifle the plant or have the plant stifle the plant, in the sense that you don't want the plant to not be able to receive sunlight, right? Because the most strength of the plant lies in the plant actually germinating, and this have actually gone already, right? So the plant is actually growing, and so you want to actually get the plant anchored well, covering all the water puddles that you have actually identified in the planter bed, and you should be okay. Points to note, mosquitoes like dark areas, so although you might see a space looking really tight and it has water, try to get some media in there, because the mosquito will find its way in there and lay its egg, and it will become a problem after a while. Now, mosquitoes will not lay egg in running water because the eggs will run away, right? And they themselves might be washed away. So you don't have to worry about, let's say, right here where this water is actually coming out of the pipe, right? And also adding more media into your aquaponics, right? It's kind of look messy, guys, but I can't do no better. I've tried, right? I've tried. Okay. What happen also is that the more media you place within your planter bed, and for those persons going religiously with, so covering your spaces serves you well, and it also helps to strengthen the plant as it grows, because the roots now will end up be able to be a little bit more independent of the, I call it the branch of the plant. For example, the media is now holding the stem of the plant, or the branch, or whatever you call it. Roots are down, the roots are not exposed, and there's no chance of mosquito actually breeding in the spaces wherein its water seemingly exists. And this is, I guess, one of the reasons why it's recommended that your planter bed be, well, my one is about 4 inches 5, right? But it's recommended, if you go by all those readings that you have been doing, right, that you have your planter bed, your grow bed, be at least 12 inches in thickness. I really and truly don't see the reason why it should be like that. It's a lot. That's a lot. Alright? But you have advantages and you have disadvantages, because when you're ready to pull up all of that, man, I tell you, it's not an easy task. But I really enjoy this part of the aquaponics, where I'm able to see aspect, should I say, see the benefit of some of the things that I have done. Alright. So as the plant actually goes above the media, I can actually easily recognize the spaces that is void of media and has a lot of water. Now, rarely would you find someone attempting aquaponics like how have actually attempted it. But I think I have actually helped to evolve the whole concept of aquaponics. Some ideas I've actually twisted so as to favor what I am doing. More planter media is needed in some spaces than the other. Here I realize that it seems as if the seed was actually on top of the media. So what had happened is that the roots are just spread out on the top of the media, and the plant is not anchored. I guess that's one of the reasons why some of the plants are just not looking as though they should. Because I would just in frustration, and that's during my time of frustration when the seeds wouldn't come. Right, some of them are actually coming up now. Alright. So this have actually taught me something regarding aquaponics. Never you get just the right amount of media, or shall I say, always have some amount of media in storage so as to facilitate this. Now, if I was like growing some plant that would go very tall, and chances are what I would have done, I would wait until I reach certain height, then I would just add some media. But as it is right now, you wouldn't even know when, well, what I've done, adding the media, you wouldn't even know when the bed is dry from when the bed is not dry. You just have to look at the flow of the water. The water is flowing, water is flowing underneath the media. It flows easier than if you use dirt. And the media actually helps to trap the solids that are coming from the pond. Now I need to cover this because the sun is coming up. It's minutes after 10 in the morning. So I have to. This is for this. There are some advantages and disadvantages of this, because one of the advantages is that it blocks out the sun. The disadvantage is that it might end up break some of the leaves, making the plant a little bit obscured in look. And that's it, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Catch you next time. Bye bye.